I live alone. Been that way for the last 3 years since my divorce. Moved into this little 2-bedroom rental house at the edge of town. Nothing fancy. Just enough space for me, a home office, and my old dog, Jasper. I work remotely, freelance tech support, so my days are quiet. Wake up, coffee, emails, tech calls, microwave dinner, Netflix, bed. Every day, same routine. The only break in the monotony was Jasper's 10 p.m. walk and the weird dreams I'd been having. Not nightmares, just strange, like I was seeing myself from someone else's eyes. Watching myself sleep, hearing my own voice echoing from far away. I figured it was just the loneliness messing with my head. But then came that night. I woke up to Jasper growling, not barking, growling, low, from deep in his chest. His fur bristled, and he was standing at the bedroom door, staring down the dark hallway. I sat up, groggy. Then I heard it. 3 knocks, slow, heavy, on the front door. Pause, deep breath. It was 3:04 a.m. I live on a dead-end street. No neighbors close enough to hear someone knock. No reason anyone should be there. I grabbed my phone, 3% battery, typical. I crept down the hallway, Jasper at my side, still growling. The porch light was on. The frosted glass on the door lit just enough that I could see a silhouette. Tall, still. I unlocked the deadbolt, cracked the door open just enough to peek, and my whole body froze. It was me. Same hoodie I was wearing, same messy hair, same scar above the eyebrow from when I fell off my bike as a kid. He looked calm. He smiled. But there was something wrong with it. Like it wasn't his smile. Like he'd watched someone smile and copied it. Then he spoke. "You left the door unlocked." I slammed it shut, locked it, bolted it, stepped back, heart pounding. But there were no footsteps, no sound, nothing. I peeked through the peephole. The porch was empty. I didn't sleep that night. Just sat in the living room with a kitchen knife, waiting for something to happen. It didn't. But the next morning, things were off. My toothbrush was wet. I hadn't brushed yet. My phone had a voice memo I didn't record, just static, with something whispering under it. My email was logged out on my laptop, and Jasper wouldn't come near me. I had a security cam out front, one of those motion-activated ones. I checked the app, 3:04 a.m. Motion detected. I played the clip. There I was, standing on my own porch. Only it wasn't just me. Another version of me walked up from the street, looked at the camera, smiled. Then he reached out, and the video cut to black, just static. Every other video was intact. Just that one, corrupted. The days after that blurred together. I started forgetting things. Where I left my keys, whether I'd eaten, whole phone calls I had no memory of. Then one night I woke up in the living room, TV off, lights off, and I was standing, staring into the hallway, not moving, not blinking, like I'd been standing there a while. I didn't remember getting up or why I was there. But what really scared me was Jasper. He was hiding under the table, tail between his legs, whining. 3 days later, I was shaving, looking into the bathroom mirror. Normal stuff. Then I blinked, but the reflection didn't. It just stared, and then it smiled. Too wide, too sharp, like it was glad I noticed. I stumbled back, nearly fell. When I looked again, it was gone. Normal, just me again. But I swear to you, something was pretending to be me, and it was getting better at it. Last night, I came home from a walk. Jasper wasn't with me. I'd found the gate open, and he'd run off. Still haven't found him. When I walked in, the lights were already on. My laptop was open, and someone was sitting at my desk. Back to me, typing, wearing my clothes. I grabbed the nearest thing, a lamp, ready to swing. "Hey," I said. He stopped typing, turned around slowly, same face, same eyes. "You left the door unlocked," he said. Again, but this time, he lunged. We fought. I don't even remember how it ended. But when I woke up, I was in bed, clean, unhurt. Only now, when I pass a mirror, my reflection moves a half second too slow, and Jasper won't come near me. And when I check my phone, I have a voicemail from my number. It's just breathing. I wasn't always the kind of person who jumped at every sound or checked behind doors before going to bed. I used to be the heavy sleeper type, the sleep through a thunderstorm kind. I love my routines, my quiet nights, candles lit, maybe a glass of red wine if I was feeling fancy. Life was slow for me after I left the city. I'd just gotten out of a long, kind of toxic relationship. You know, the kind where you spend more time feeling drained than loved. So when I finally cut that cord, I promised myself peace, a full restart. So I packed up and rented a small cabin out in the woods. I told everyone it was just temporary, but secretly, I was hoping I'd fall in love with the silence, that I'd find myself out there. The place was cozy, wooden walls, vintage furniture, a fireplace that looked like it hadn't worked since the 80s. The Wi-Fi sucked, but that was the point. Just me, nature, and the time to reset. The first few days were exactly what I needed. Waking up to the sound of birds, drinking coffee on the porch, writing again. My sleep was deeper than it had been in months, until it wasn't. It was the fourth night when things started to feel off. I'd gone to bed around midnight, window open a crack, letting in the cool breeze. It was dead quiet, so quiet I could hear the wood in the walls creak. I woke up around 3:12 a.m. No noise. No nightmare, just this overwhelming sense that something was wrong, like someone was in the room with me. I sat up, listened. Nothing. But my skin was crawling, like 1,000 little needles under the surface. Eventually, I chalked it up to anxiety and went back to sleep. But the next night was worse. Again, I fell asleep fine. I even joked with a friend over email about my ghost paranoia before shutting my laptop. At exactly 3:12 a.m., again, I woke up. Only this time, it wasn't just a feeling. Something touched my face. Pause, deep breath. It was soft, cold, the way a hand feels after holding a snowball. Fingers. I could feel them brushing my cheek, like someone was trying to wake me up gently. I froze, didn't open my eyes, couldn't. My brain was screaming, run, but my body was locked. Then, they pulled away, and I heard the softest whisper. "You're not ready." I shot up, flipped on the light. The room was empty. The window was wide open, but I never opened it all the way. That morning I checked the house, top to bottom. Door was still locked. No signs of forced entry. No animal tracks. No signs of a break-in. I even checked the security cam I'd put facing the porch. Nothing. The footage just stopped at 3:11 a.m. and resumed at 3:17. Just a 6-minute gap. Every night after that, I left the lights on. Didn't matter. 3:12 a.m., I'd wake up every time. Sometimes I'd feel the hand. Sometimes I'd hear breathing. Sometimes I'd hear shuffling, like bare feet on old wood. But I was always alone. One afternoon, I was cleaning the bedroom. The floor creaked weird in one corner, so I pulled up a loose board. Underneath was a journal. Old, water-damaged. Pages torn, scratched. It belonged to someone named Julia. From what I could read, she lived in the cabin with her husband back in the 70s. Her entries started normal. Then they changed. Talked about how her husband had started sleepwalking, standing over her while she slept, whispering things she didn't understand. Then she said she started seeing someone else in the cabin, someone who looked like her husband, but wasn't. She called him the Watcher, said he only came at night, said he wanted her to wake up too. The final entry just read, "He touched my face last night. I wasn't asleep this time. I think I let him in." After that, I couldn't be in the cabin past dark. I slept in my car the next few nights. One morning I came back in to grab my stuff, and the bed was made, perfectly. My laptop was open. There was a new email in my drafts folder. Subject line, "I'm ready," but I didn't write it. I never typed it. I was done. I booked a hotel in the next town over.